Fresh off its global debut on February 9th, 2026, the Samsung Galaxy F70e 5G has arrived to shake up the competitive entry-level 5G market. Positioned as a stylish yet enduring workhorse, this device continues Samsung's F for fun legacy but leans heavily into F for fashion and functionality this year. With a starting price hovering around 12,999 Indian rupees, approximately $155, the F70e 5G is clearly targeting the value-conscious consumer who demands premium looks and multi-day battery life without breaking the bank. But does the spec sheet hold up to real-world scrutiny? Let's dive deep into what makes this phone tick. Design and build quality. Samsung has made a bold departure from the plastic that looks like glass backs of previous years. The Galaxy F70e 5G features a sophisticated eco-leather back panel, available in two striking colorways, limelight green and spotlight blue. This texture not only elevates the phone's aesthetic, making it look far more expensive than its price tag suggests, but it also provides a practical grip that resists fingerprints and smudges, a chronic issue with glossy budget phones. Despite packing a massive battery, Samsung engineers have managed to keep the device relatively sleek. It measures 8.2 millimeters in thickness and weighs 199 grams. While it isn't featherlight, the weight distribution is well balanced, making it feel substantial rather than brick-like. The frame includes the key island, design language we've seen in recent A-series models, where the volume and power buttons, which double as a fingerprint scanner, sit on a slightly raised plateau for easy tactile location. The device also boasts an IP54 rating for dust and splash resistance, a welcome addition that ensures durability against minor accidents and light rain. Display. Smoothness over sharpness? The F70e 5G sports a massive 6.7-inch PLS LCD panel, which is great for media consumption, but it comes with a caveat. The resolution is capped at HD+, 720 by 1600 pixels. In 2026, seeing a 720p screen on a 6.7-inch canvas is a slight disappointment, as pixel peepers might notice a lack of sharpness in text and high-res images compared to full HD+ competitors. However, Samsung compensates for the resolution with a buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate. Navigating the UI, scrolling through social feeds, and playing supported games feels incredibly fluid. The panel also creates a surprisingly vivid experience with a peak brightness of 800 nits, ensuring legibility even under direct sunlight, a significant upgrade over the dim displays of previous F-series budget entries. The Infinity U-notch, waterdrop style, houses the front camera, which feels a bit dated compared to modern punch holes, but it fades into the background during daily use. Performance and hardware. Under the hood, the Galaxy F70e 5G is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 6300 chipset, built on a 6nm process. This is an octa-core processor designed for efficiency and reliable 5G connectivity. While it won't break any benchmark records or challenge flagship killers, it is more than capable of handling daily tasks like multitasking, web browsing, and streaming without stutter. The phone comes in two configurations: 4GB RAM plus 128GB storage, 6GB RAM plus 128GB storage. Samsung also includes its RAM Plus feature, allowing you to use storage as virtual memory, though physical RAM is always superior. For gaming, the Dimensity 6300 paired with the Mali G57MC2 GPU can handle popular titles like PUBG Mobile or Call of Duty at medium settings. However, heavy gamers might find the limitations of the chipset and the HD Plus screen a bottleneck for competitive play. On the connectivity front, it is future-proofed with support for 13 5G bands, ensuring wide compatibility with carriers globally. It also retains the beloved 3.5mm headphone jack and includes a dedicated microSD card slot, features that are becoming increasingly rare but are essential for the budget audience. Camera, the 50MP workhorse. The camera module on the back follows Samsung's signature vertical alignment, looking neat and minimalist. Main camera, 50MP, f/1.8 aperture, PDF. Depth sensor, 2MP, f/2.4. Front camera, 8MP, f/2.0. The 50MP primary sensor is the star of the show. In daylight, it captures punchy, vibrant shots with that signature Samsung color science. Blues are bluer and greens are greener. Dynamic range is respectable for this segment, thanks to improved HDR processing. The f/1.8 aperture allows for decent low-light photography, aided by a dedicated night mode that helps reduce noise, though it won't rival the S-series nightography. The disappointment lies in the secondary camera. The 2MP depth sensor is largely filler. Users would have vastly preferred an ultra-wide lens, even a modest 5MP one, to capture landscapes or group shots. The lack of an ultra-wide angle is a notable omission in 2026. Video recording is capped at 1080p at 30/60 FPS. There is no OIS, optical image stabilization, relying instead on EIS, electronic image stabilization, so steady hands are required for smooth video. The 8MP selfie shooter is serviceable for video calls and social media snaps, offering decent skin tone representation but struggling slightly in low light. Battery life, the absolute highlight. This is where the Galaxy F70e 5G truly earns its keep. It houses a gargantuan 6,000 mAh battery. Combined with a power-efficient 720p display and the 6nm Dimensity chip, this phone is a marathon runner. Moderate users could easily squeeze out 2 full days of usage on a single charge. Even heavy users who game and stream video for hours will find it nearly impossible to kill this battery in a single day. Charging is handled by 25W wired support. While not the fastest in the industry, competitors often offer 45W or 67W in this price range. It is standard for Samsung. A full charge from 0 to 100% takes roughly 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's worth noting that the charger might not be included in the box in some regions, continuing Samsung's eco-packaging trend. Software, One UI 8 and long-term support. The Galaxy F70e 5G runs on Android 16 with One UI 8 out of the box. One UI remains one of the most polished and user-friendly skins in the Android world, offering deep customization, modes, and routines. Perhaps the most shocking and positive news is Samsung's software commitment. Reports indicate this device is eligible for up to 6 generations of OS upgrades and 6 years of security updates. If true, this is unprecedented for a budget device, meaning the F70e could theoretically run Android 22, making it an incredible investment for longevity. The software also includes Knox Vault for enhanced security, a feature usually reserved for higher-end models. Price and verdict. Launch price. Indian rupee 12,999 for gigabytes per 128 gigabytes / Indian rupee 14,999, 6 gigabytes per 128 gigabytes. The Samsung Galaxy F70e 5G is a device of clear priorities. It sacrifices screen resolution and ultra-wide photography to deliver a premium build, class-leading battery life, and exceptional software longevity. Pros. Premium eco-leather design. Outstanding 6,000 mAh battery life. Smooth 120Hz refresh rate. Unbeatable software support, 6 years. 3.5mm jack and expandable storage. Cons. HD plus resolution is low for a 6.7-inch screen. No ultra-wide camera. Charging speed, 25W, is slower than rivals. Thick bezels and water drop notch feel slightly dated.